Rwanda has welcomed calls for a summit of two African regional groups to discuss the escalating conflict in the Democratic Republic of Congo. The M23 rebels that the United Nations and several nations say are backed by Rwanda have made substantial gains in the east of the DRC, taking the major city of Goma and vying to march towards the capital Kinshasa. The 16-nation South African Development Communities, or SADC, on Friday called for a summit with the 8-country East African community regarding the security situation in the DRC. The Rwandan Foreign Ministry has said it welcomes the proposed joint summit, adding it had consistently advocated for a political solution to the ongoing conflict. Meanwhile, churchgoers attended their first services in Goma since the Rwandan-backed armed group M23 seized the city, the east of the country, earlier this week. The fall of Goma has rattled the continent, prompting international condemnation and fears of a humanitarian crisis. In other developments, the city's hospitals are overwhelmed with those wounded in the fighting. The Congolese authorities say that at least 773 people were killed in eastern Congo's largest city of Goma and its vicinity this week. There's amid fighting with Rwandan-backed rebels who captured the city in a major escalation of a decades-long conflict.
The soldiers asked me for money and I told them I had nothing. Then they fired bullets, one that hit me and another missed. Then the neighbors fled.
Goma has long served as a hub for humanitarian aid in the troubled region, and millions are at risk with humanitarian operations being brought to a standstill due to the fighting. For now, food and medical supplies have little means to arrive in Goma. While the situation in the DRC remains tense, internally displaced people in the crisis-stricken country are on the move again. The people are preparing to leave the huge Kanya-Ruchinya camp on the outskirts of Goma. The camp has emptied following the capture of the city by Rwandan-backed M23 fighters.
I'm happy because since the displaced people left, a wind of relief has been blowing. There were too many of us in this neighborhood, and now that they've gone, we'll be able to resume our activities. When they were here, we couldn't go and farm for fear that they would steal our produce. Now that they've gone, we'll be able to start working again.
Residents in Kinshasa are hoping that the Rwandan-backed rebels will find common ground with the government and halt the offensive.
Rwanda is being used by the West, and the West, Rwanda, is using Nagana to plunder our minerals and to carve up the east of the country. This is what is happening in our country right now.
For all the latest news, download the WION app and subscribe to our YouTube channel.